Are you there? Are you there? Hello? Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, my ear just started ringing. Sorry about that. Man, my body's falling apart. It's not that I'm getting old. That's not it. And I refuse to say that, so don't make me. What are you doing today? It's Monday, beginning of a brand new work week, and all I can say to that is crap. It's Monday. Good morning, Julie Cole. How you doing, love? Did you have a good weekend? Hoping that you did. I hope you did something exciting and wonderful or just nice and relaxing. Either one. Either one. It's good for the soul. Hi, Allison. How you doing, love? Good to have you. And Sheila. Good morning, Sheila. Good to have you, love. I want you to know that I almost didn't come on live today. I almost didn't. I couldn't sleep last night. I could not sleep, and there was no reason for it. You know, I didn't have anything on my mind. Wasn't thinking about anything, and so it wasn't that. My eyes just wouldn't close and rest. So we went to bed about 10 o'clock, and about 12:30, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to go out on the couch, babe. I can't sleep. So I came out on the couch, and I was awake. It was after 3:30, going on 4 o'clock the last time I looked at the clock. Ugh! And I woke up at 6. The alarm goes off. I was all, crap! So, anyway, but I feel pretty good. I don't feel all wiped out. I really don't. I really don't. And that's very surprising because I woke up at 6 with the alarm, and I just laid there going, God, please let me go back to sleep. I only slept 2 hours. And no such luck. So I got up and said, okay, yes, we'll go visit and say good morning to everybody. So good morning, everybody. Glad I'm here with you. Glad you're here with me. Man, this is fall. Is a season of change, and it has always been for myself personally a season of change. And you know, it's not like those summers where it's just like the perfect summer and then fall comes and everything's different. You know, the movie star summers, the ones you see on the movies. No, not like that. Hey, afternoon, Colette. It's not like that. But it's, I don't know. I can't explain it. But it seems like every fall there's some kind of change for me. And I don't mind it. I really don't, for the most part. But I haven't suffered a lot of loss in my life. You know, I haven't lost a lot of dear, close loved ones. Oh, Colette said she might not be able to stay on very long this morning because her friend's coming over in a bit. She's deaf and has a hearing dog called Rudy. How cool is that? How cool is that? You know, I was thinking the other day about animals, and I was going to give you an update too on my detox diet. I've really crapped out on the sugar, but not that I've been adding more sugar to my drinks, but man, I just can't stay away from sugar cookies. Frosted, iced sugar cookies seem to be my downfall, and cream horns on occasion. Yeah, so I'm not losing. Oh, hello, showing off all the girls today. I'm not losing a whole bunch of pounds or inches, but my body is healing. My body that's been out of whack for a while, as far as the congestion goes, the sinus pressure, the migraines, the intestinal problems, all of that seems like it's healing. It really does. I'm absolutely amazed. Colette says she can do sign language. That's awesome. And Julie Cole said she ate way too many sweets this weekend. I did too. I did too. But I can tell. Hey, good morning, Nicole. Good morning, darling. Thanks for popping in. For the most part, I've in the past 3 weeks, because it's 3 weeks have passed now. This is my 4th week, and 3 weeks was my goal. So for the most part, the congestion is really significantly reduced. Significantly reduced. I had severe intestinal problems. I mean, we don't need to talk about that, but just know it was very difficult for me. And that seems to have resolved. My migraines, I had one headache, and that was a week ago on Wednesday. It was last week on Wednesday. I woke up with it, and it was kind of like stormy in the air, and I kept expecting that it was going to start storming any time. It was that kind of a headache, a lot of pressure. And so I laid down and I iced my head, but I did not have to take any migraine medicine for it. I didn't have to take an injection. And I haven't had an injection for 3 weeks. Solid 3 weeks, man. That's amazing. That is amazing to me. I feel better. I am more alert. And I asked myself if I'm going to go back to eating meat. And really, pretty much no. No, I don't think so. Good morning, love. Thank you for bringing your beautiful ball of energy in here with us. I appreciate you for that. But yeah, I don't see myself going back to eating meat. And the reason is because I'm too aware. I am so much more aware of the pain and fear-laden things that we eat. The meat, everything. Now, I'm not a vegan. I don't support being a vegan, really. I really don't. I'm not a PETA person. I'm just aware. And so if it were my choice today, because for the past 3 weeks, my guides have been very, very clear with me on what I can eat and what I cannot eat. And I even ask them if I'm hungry for something, I'll say, can I have rice? And they'll say, yeah. And I'll say, okay, can I have fried rice? And they're like, no. Sneaky. You can't have fried rice. I don't care how much vegetables they put in it. They also put in grease. So I have figured out, and honestly, with the help of my pendulum, the foods that are healthier for me and what foods I need to eat in moderation. And one of the foods that I need to eat in moderation is dairy products. I used to think that it was the milk that set my gut off for the dairy, but it wasn't. It was just everything being out of whack. But still, because of the way that it's produced, if it was produced ethically and peacefully for the cow, like if I milked my own cow, I think I could drink that milk all day long and it wouldn't bother me. But because of the vibrations that are in the food, and we've been talking about that a lot lately. We even talked on Thursday about how important it is to give honor even to the bait that you fish with, because the fear vibrations are consumed by the fish, and even if it's not totally digested, it's still, the vibrations are there, much more so, exponentially. Good morning, Joe Donovan. How you doing, handsome? Good to have you. So I think that's why probably I am conscious of not eating as much or drinking as much dairy products. So that's one thing. The meat, I had 2 times during this 3-week period. One time when I was on my way back from Springfield, I was a hungry girl. I was hungry, and there was, small towns. There's no fish joints around or anything. And so I stopped at Arby's and, I had those little sliders, and I only had 2 little sliders. But the pain that they caused my gut, because remember, the guides are telling me to stay away from yeast, stay away from beef. And, of course, a little Hawaiian roll slider is yeast and meat. And I couldn't believe the pain that it caused my gut. It was painful. And we went out to breakfast, and they're really, I should have really thought more carefully about my choices. But they were limited. They were very limited. I could have asked if they had cottage cheese, for instance, and done some cottage cheese and tomatoes. But instead, that adventurous part of me wanted to try real, honest-to-God homemade schnitzel. And so I did. And, that was some intense pain. I won't ever do that again. I don't know how they make schnitzel. I have a good idea of how it's made. And it tasted wonderful. It really did. The flavor was fantastic. But what it did to my body was not worth the pain that it caused. Julie Cole. Let's see here. Let's start up here with Pamela. Pamela said everything is done by machine now, and we don't even connect with the animals anymore. It is heartbreaking to see the direction that we're going in. You're so right, Pamela. It's very, very sad to see, but I can't see it being sustained. I can't see this direction that we're going being a sustainable direction. I just truly cannot. Something's going to give. Whether the animals revolt, whether Gaia takes back her property, or the machines take over. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's got to give. Pam said that Julie Cole said that she actually ate a steak this weekend. Hurt your stomach too and made you nauseous. Now, somebody did mention to me, I was talking about the no meat diet, and I was talking about how much pain the meat causes me when I do eat it. And they said, have you been bitten by a tick recently? And yeah, I had seed ticks up and down my leg, little baby ones. And so there was about 7 bites from those, but there was one big one on my stomach, and it was really embedded. So yeah, they said that, she said that there was a certain type of tick that its bite creates enzymes in your body that repels beef, I guess is the easiest way for me to say it. But it makes you allergic to the beef from a tick bite. I don't understand that. And Julie said that steak hurt her stomach and made her nauseous, and that's exactly what it does for me too. But you know what? I don't understand why it would be from a tick bite, but I can attest to the fact that I've been bitten by ticks here in the past couple of years. I always get at least one. Julie said no tick bites for her. Good morning, Gabrielle. Good to have you. Pam's been listening to her body way more. And you know what? I think that we all are. As our vibrations increase, and I think that's what it comes down to, our vibrations. And I know that some of you don't really clearly understand what I mean by that, and I'm not positive that I completely understand the concept of our vibrations, but I believe that it's talking about the frequencies that our bodies reside in. This frequency. It's an energy. We are energy. And when we talk about ascending, or I just had that word and I lost it. You guys know what I'm talking about. When we talk about our vibrations increasing, we're talking about the megahertz, the frequencies that our bodies actually exist in raising. And as our body's frequencies raise, hence our vibrations raising, we are more connected, I think, soulfully to other living things. I really do believe that, because I think if we are spirit, and if spirit is connected 100% one to the other, if we're all connected, then it only makes sense that right now, or us, each one of us, 10 years ago, we're barbarians compared to today. I can say that for myself. 20 years ago, I wasn't a wild child, but I did believe in freedom, and I practiced it. And so compared to where I am today spiritually, I was pretty much a barbarian 10, 20 years ago, acting like a fool spiritually. Now that each one of us are more spiritually aware, we are more in tune and connected more clearly with the animal kingdom. I was just thinking about how intelligent cows are. My husband showed me a video this morning of an elk trying to teach its baby to cross the road and was holding up traffic. And that little baby elk was like, I don't like the texture of that. I'm not touching it. No. She finally coaxed it across the road. But doesn't that take intelligence? Doesn't that take like planning and understanding and executing to teach another being how to do anything? And so if that's true, it's not that the animals are becoming, unless their vibrations are raising also. What about that thought? If our vibrations are raising cosmically, then why wouldn't the animals' vibrations also be raising? But they've been doing this a lot longer than we've been kicking around here. The animals have been. So it tells me that we were the barbarians and they were the intelligent ones. Julie Cole said that she believes as the vibration changes, so does what our body tolerates. And I 100% agree with that. I think that's where a lot of that tendency towards vegetarianism, towards that plant-based diet. Because as a hunter-gatherer, it was more gatherer than hunter, really. They weren't always successful on the hunt. And so their diet consisted more plant-based, fruits, nuts, vegetables, beans, than meat-based. Because, like I said, they might be lucky to have meat one time a day. If we don't have meat 2 or 3 times a day, man, we think we've been cheated. Been cheated! Somebody bring me a steak. Colette says, I am lucky. I'm not allergic to any food, but she have had things in the past that have been undercooked, but that's all. Never eat butter or cream, only because you don't like them. Really? Interesting. Okay, all right. And Julie Cole said, including interaction with people. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They are getting braver. But like I said, if our vibrations are raising to where we are more understanding of the emotions and the feelings and the intelligence of the animal kingdom, well, I don't know. I guess to some species that would make us a threat. I don't know. Because, you have heard, and I've heard, and I've seen on videos of bears, antelope, elk, whatever, getting closer and closer to the cities. And, and that's, some people can say that's because we're encroaching on their habitat, which is very, very true. But it's not true globally. And there's places in Missouri that have never seen a human being. There's lots of places like that on this world. We just gotta find them. Wouldn't that suck? Then we'll spoil them. If you find those places that are untouched and secret and nobody knows about them, take pictures, but tell nobody where they're at. Okay? Take those pictures, but tell nobody. Tell nobody. Somebody will want to come along and put in a hot springs there and set up a hotel on the hill. Sanctuary. We need more sanctuary in our lives. in our world. So come on, let's pull a card. Uh-oh, 2 just jumped out, so I'm going to pick those up and see what's going on here. Dearest, you know who you are. Sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times when you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give, even if you're more comfortable being the generous one and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or even bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, and maybe even you. Just remember, though, that you don't need a this for that in your exchange with others. You're doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced that you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so, so much. Nice. Dearest you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You're never alone. And even when rejection happens, you're ultimately being protected so that better things can replace what would not have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the universe and always connected to the light and to source. You're always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Loving you forever and ever. That one we needed to hear today. We needed to hear that. So we should be getting a new roof on our house today. Should be starting on that. Very excited about that. Because just having a new roof put on that place is going to improve the looks of it drastically. And then a good power wash and some paint. Fix the floors. Patch a couple of walls. And it'll be livable. May not be perfect, but it'll be good. And that yard is so nice and so big. So big. It is an open canvas. Open canvas. I can't wait to start painting a masterpiece in that yard, because I'm talking raised flower beds, trees, bushes. I just want a little slice of heaven, my own little personal slice of heaven right there. You know, I've already been thinking about what flowers to plant, because I want medicinal plants in my yard. I want goldenrod. I want some aloe, but I know aloe won't stay. I mean, it's a potted plant, that's what I'm saying. I sound like somebody was just banging on my door. That's why I stopped and was listening. Sorry about that. Anyway, I've been really, really working hard on what to plant, where to plant it, and why I want to plant them, you know, because there's a purpose for everything in our world. And so if we do things purposefully and thoughtfully, man, it's so much better. It's so much better. Everything works out. I was just thinking about how builders just slap buildings up. Cerner is probably one of Kansas City's biggest employers. They have enormous complexes in their buildings. And there's five Cerner offices in the Kansas City area, and they're enormous. They're huge. And, when they build a new building, it seems like they build a bunch of housing or a bunch of apartments, duplexes around it because they know that it's going to command more jobs, which is all well and good. But, why don't they take those buildings that are standing vacant and really truly renovate them? It would cost just as much, I would think. I don't know. Brand new is not better, and neither is bigger. That's my opinion on it. It's just that. Just an opinion, guys. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you're brave, and you will have courage. Act as if you're loved, and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you'll see the world, interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if it were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary, and they don't even count. You will be, defy them and act as if you are the luckiest person on the planet, and you will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Man, that's a lot of love from Spirit. That's a lot of love. And these are Postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. Please get yours today. Now, she's put out a new Oracle deck, and then she's also holding online classes on her Facebook page to be able to be certified in reading the Oracle decks. So if that's all cool, go check it out. I posted up a link to it because I really like her. I think that the stuff that she does, the work she does is amazing. She's I don't know, I guess she's somebody I really look up to in this world. Just because of the way she touches lives. Not the fact that she touches other people's lives, but it's in the way that she does it. She's full of love. And she's pretty stinking bright, too. So, I was wanting to tell you guys, excuse me just for a second. Let me just sneak around here and figure out where I put this book. All right, I found it. I have to leave the room, but I found it. Okay, so I've been doing some homework lately, just out of curiosity. Just some things that I want to do for my own personal self. And I came across 2 web pages. This one web page I want to tell you about is absolutely amazing if you are into ancient books, if you're into old books, ancient scripts, anything. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Let me find it here. Find this address for you. It is called the Sacred Texts, TEXTS, Sacred Texts Archive. And it is at www.sacred-texts.com. Don't forget the dash. Go check out this page. It is so stinking amazing. There is some of the oldest written chronicles I've ever seen. Good site with lots of great information. Hey, Kira Ray. Hi, darling. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Oh, that's so nice. That's my granddaughter, Kira. Insomnia, good morning, love. Thank you. Welcome. Karen Payne said that she overslept. You know what, Nikki? You said, I wonder if the animal's vibrations and intelligence is raising too. I kind of wonder that myself. I really do. It's a good question. Or maybe it is that they are becoming aware that we are becoming aware, more spiritually aware of the connection that we all have. Christy May, welcome to this bright new day. It is a beautiful morning. So the Sacred Text Archives. Yeah. Just an excellent reference. If you want to know, or if you just love old ancient history. I am an ancient history freak. Love ancient history. I really do. Not that I think that, anything old is new again. It's not that. It's just the idea that we started from nothing in some people's minds, and we're here now today. How did they do it? How did they do all those wonderful things that they did, those fabulous inventions? There was a Greek inventor, and I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. Gosh darn it, that's too bad, because he invented some really cool stuff. He was this far. He was one step away from inventing the steam engine. One step away from inventing the steam engine. And, just didn't carry it through. But if he would have, could you imagine how much change our world, how much different it would be today? He was one step removed. What he did was made a whistler, I guess is what he called it, which was a copper pot that had a tube extended from it, like a spout, a long, thin spout. He would put water in this pot, and it was suspended, too, on like a little frame. So it's just here in the middle of the air. He would light a candle underneath it, heat the water, which would cause the steam to come out the spout, and it would cause it to spin and whistle at the same time. So it was just a toy. It was a parlor trick. But it was one step away from the steam engine. Amazing. And so, anyway, sorry, kind of got stranded away from the subject there. But anyway, it's a cool page, so go check it out. Go check it out. Again, it was sacredtexts.com. And don't forget the dash. But I wanted to tell you about that site. It's just, to me, I was very amazed by it. I was very interested in it. It gave so much information, great detail, great references. There was a reference for every single subject of where they got the information or how they came across it. So anyway, I highly recommend it. It is Monday, and I think I'm going to kick off of here. I think I'm going to get off here and find out how come Kira's not in school. How come you're not in school, Kira? It's Monday. Can't be Teacher's Day. I guess it could be Teacher's Day. School started back up. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Insomnia Doodles. Appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Give all the love that I give to you away, and give it abundantly. Share it with whoever you see. Just give them a smile. Look them in the eye. Nod at them. Say good morning. Say hi. Say good day. But recognize somebody. Recognize somebody. Perfect stranger. And let them know that they count. Do that for me today. And I will too. Love to you all. Love to you all. Peace. Just have a good day.